Let's dispel some myths and set the record straight. Myth number one, if it tastes good, it can't be good for you. Good for you foods don't have to taste bad. Many of our tasty foods can be good for us. Think about your fruits and vegetables. And our extension office puts recipes in the newspaper every week to provide recipes of things that are good for you and taste delicious as well. Because the real fact is you just need to use smart strategies. Practice balance, variety, and moderation. Anything can be a part of a good and healthy diet. You just don't get to have a dessert after dinner every single night, but you can have some occasionally, or you can alter your recipes so they taste just as delicious and are a little bit healthier for you. We want you to eat regularly. So eat regular amounts, the same amount at every meal, but also making sure that you're not skipping a meal, especially breakfast, and that you're also breaking up your day with snacks in between meals so that you're not starving yourself and you're ravenous by the time dinner comes around. Myth number two, eating healthy is expensive. While there are some products that might be considered healthy and are slightly expensive, for the most part, most of the food that you can find in your store that is considered healthy can be inexpensive, but planning is key. The more that you plan your meals, the less food waste you'll have, the less money you'll have to waste as well. This includes making a grocery list and sticking to it. Check for store specials, and don't be fooled by marketing gimmicks. Just because something is a brand name doesn't make it healthier or tastier for you. And often those brand names are more expensive. You need to comparison shop. It might be, if you're interested in green beans, it could be that it's cheaper to eat the canned or the frozen green beans than the fresh green beans. In order to make these things healthy, you need to make sure that you're looking at the nutrition label and watching the sodium count, getting the no salt added varieties in the canned good products, making sure the freezer products have not been already pre-seasoned and it's sitting in a bag of salt. Fact number two, again, eating healthy doesn't have to cost more. You can plan for those simple meals. Choose plain foods. The less processed it is, the less cost it'll be. The problem is so many people are eating such highly processed foods that they cannot save money because everything they buy is processed and therefore expensive. We recommend that you purchase fruits and vegetables in season. You can find a chart on the North Carolina Department of Agriculture to determine which fruits and vegetables are in season when. Myth number three, I don't eat that much, but I can't lose weight. Well, it could be that you're eating healthy foods, but maybe just too much of it. It could be, and more likely, that you're underestimating how much you eat. You're not counting all those taste tests, or we call them BLTs, the bites, the licks, and the tastes. Also, eating too little can also slow your metabolism, as well as skipping meals. Most individuals do underestimate how much they eat. So eat with awareness. It might mean that you have to keep a food journal, writing down what you're eating. Don't forget those beverages. If you bite it, you write it. If you lick it, you stick it. You know, if you drink it, you ink it. All the little acronyms and phrases that you can come up with. But basically, if you put a food or a beverage in your mouth, then you need to write down what it was. You'll find by keeping a food journal, you're better aware of what you're eating, as well as if on that food journal you write the number of calories down too. It'll help you understand where maybe you're overeating or how some things are too processed or whatever else. It could be you're just drinking too many beverages, whether they're good for you like milk or orange juice, or if you're just adding so much extra stuff to your coffee. We also want you to practice portion control. Again, it could just be that you're overeating. You think a serving is a cup when it's really a half a cup. So you're getting double the amount of calories by eating it. 4, I exercise, but I can't lose weight. What counts is your overall energy balance. So it's energy in versus energy out. It's very easy to over reward yourself with extra food for those energy calories burned. I've been in a couple of different fitness classes, and as soon as I got done, one of the people in there would be like, "Ooh, now I can run to Wendy's and get the Junior Baconator," or something like that. They tend to think they burned that many calories. They just don't realize that that sandwich could be 700 calories, and they probably burned anywhere from 100 to 200 calories. So don't overeat after you've done your exercising. Walking a mile burns about 100 calories. So adding a mile 5 times a week will take about 7 weeks to lose 1 pound. So it's not always about weight loss. It's also about just being more healthy, being more heart health. You are helping your muscles, your joints, your overall, heart, your organs. You're reducing your risk for diabetes by exercising. Even if you're not seeing it on the scale, you're getting healthier. So don't be discouraged. It takes time. Losing weight requires a calorie deficit. So eating smart strategies, finding simple ways to reduce your calorie intake by 100 to 500 calories. So you might need to skip that tablespoon of mayonnaise on a sandwich, which costs 100 calories. You might be able to replace that sweet tea with unsweet tea, or that soda with water. You'll lose about 120 to 140 calories just by making that simple change. Myth number 5, if you eat after 8 p.m., you'll gain weight. Total calories is what counts. The time doesn't matter. Many calories eaten in the evening, though, are high fat, high sugar, and high calorie. Most of us don't grab a bowl of apple or something healthy for us late at night. We go for the potato chips, the popcorn, the ice cream, the cakes, or the cookies, or those kinds of things. And a lot of times we are mindlessly eating. We're eating out of that bag of chips while we're watching TV or looking at a screen, and we're not paying attention to the portion sizes. So remember the real fact. The weight gain results from more calories in being consumed than that are being used or being burned. So practice that mindful eating. Turn off the tube or the screen in general. You shouldn't be late at night in bed watching TV or playing with your tablet or on your phone. It also will cause problems with you sleeping. And then overall, just reduce your daily food intake. Eat less. Okay, make sure you're still getting enough to be healthy. We're not talking about starvation or any crazy diets. And be physically active. Even if you're not seeing it on the scale, you will feel the results. And eventually, you can lose inches off your waist, but never lose a single pound on the scale. But you're going to benefit from that health aspect of losing inches too. Myth number 6, carbs make you fat. We've had a lot of information come out over the past couple of years. Everyone is on these crazy low carb diets, and they are not healthy for you. Please do not do the low carb diets, because carbs are your main source of fuel for your body and your brain. They give you energy. By themselves, the carbs are not very high in calories. They're about 4 calories versus 9 to the fat grams. The high fat toppings or spreads are what add up to those excess calories. So having that baked potato isn't necessarily bad for you. It's the bacon, butter, and cheese that you put on top of that baked potato. And one other thing is, when you're eating these types of foods, a lot of times we do not practice portion control with these foods. A little bit of fries is not going to hurt you, but if you're getting a supersized fry, that's what's going to be the problem. So smart carbs are an important part of a healthy diet. So trying to get the whole grains, whether it's bread, pasta, rice, it's going to give you a lot of nutrients. You can see on this slide that it's giving you fiber, vitamin B, and other trace minerals, as well as antioxidants, vitamin E, and other B vitamins. And it just provides energy. It gives you those carbs to give you that energy, as well as it gives you some protein. So choose complex carbs, those whole grains. 50% of the calories that you take in every day should come from carbohydrates. But remember, a lot of fruits and veggies are carbs, and they're the good carbs, they're the smart carbs, the complex carbs. Just stop choosing the refined carbs, the cakes, cookies, chips, crackers, all of those things, and practice portion control. Myth number 7, I don't need to worry about what I eat. I take a vitamin or medication for whatever. Food should be your primary source of the needed vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. Those vitamins that you take are simply supplements. Again, they're good for you and they will help you, but they are a supplement. They are not supposed to be the main source of those vitamins and minerals. You should be getting that from your food. They just help cover the gap there. If you do take medications for hypertension, cholesterol, or diabetes, you still need a healthy diet. Those medications are not going to control or manage the problem. Physical activity and eating a healthy diet, which includes the My Plate. You can get more information about a healthy My Plate from choosemyplate.gov. But remember, the food that you eat should be your main source of nutrients. Have you ever seen side effects listed on a food label? Like dizziness, nausea, insomnia, different things like that? No, but those side effects are listed on some of the vitamins that you take and the other supplements. No matter what, talk to your healthcare provider before starting vitamins or supplements. This has been Jennifer Brown, Family Consumer Science Agent with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Service. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check us out at our Facebook at Person Granville FCS. Thanks for tuning in.